There's a new Frank Stone teaser. Tragically, it contains almost no new information, as it is largely nothing more than someone reading out sections of the newspaper article that we've already seen in the Frank Stone Hidden Object game. Thanks again for making that, people. It really meant a lot to me. Let's listen to the audio and compare it to the text, shall we?
Following several days of rumors and speculation, Sheriff Lloyd Kusich confirmed he is treating the deaths of George Colhern and Joy Spartan as a double murder.
Almost dead on there, the only differences being the reference to Hawkline Point and the day of the week being cut.
George Colhern, 28, son of respected Cedar Hills drugstore owner William Colhern, and his friend Joy Spartan, died after their car crashed and caught fire on the side of Highway I-92, approximately 3 miles outside of the city limits.
Interesting that they swapped out the word proprietor for owner. Both are accurate, of course, but if they'd done that in the newspaper version, they wouldn't have had to unrealistically break up this word. And yeah, I'm still complaining about that, apparently. There's a bunch more detail about the location where all of this happened in the radio version, which we'll circle back around to later.
Deputies have been working tirelessly over the weekend and have now determined that Mr. Colhern's car was parked when it left the road, indicating the involvement of a third party.
I'm still baffled by the use of the term parked here. A car in park won't go off of a road easily, of course. But the real issue is that this was all apparently happening on an interstate highway? When the newspaper said Hawkline Point, I'd pictured some kind of a lookout where people are known to park, and then the car was pushed off the road by Frank Stone. But now we're told that the car was pushed off of a highway? That's a pretty big clue for murder right there. Why would anyone be parked on a highway?
As part of his update on the case, Sheriff Kusich has reassured residents that the perpetrator, or perpetrators, will be swiftly identified and apprehended.
No changes at all here, straight reading of the script.
Independently of the sheriff's investigation, William Colhern has offered a $1,000 reward for information leading to a suspect's arrest.
Same for this, although William, I'd suggest offering that reward for information leading to a conviction, where someone is just going to frame a random vagrant and you're going to be out $1,000.
This is Rebecca Fisher, reporting for the Cedar Hills Tribune.
So I'm guessing Rebecca is the author of the newspaper article we have, and the town is small enough that she also does news broadcasts for the radio station. That all makes sense. I mean, who wouldn't want to get paid twice for doing the same work? Maybe we'll hear more about her going forward in, articles about the original murder. Now, about the highway in question. We're told that this accident happened off of I-92. This is impossible, of course, because no such interstate highway exists. It's also not a good fake name to give to a highway in Oregon, because the way the interstate system was planned out, you start with the lower numbers on the west coast and move towards higher numbers as you go east. That's inexact, of course. 94 starts in Montana, but it's generally accurate. Also, here's a fun fact about the interstate system that's not at all relevant. East-west highways have even numbers, and north-south highways have odd numbers. Again, not important, but fun to know. Let's quickly scour through the image that sits on screen while the report plays. First off, the radio. Is it a radio? The preponderance of dials and what looks like a 1/4-inch socket for a musical instrument convinced Google image search that we might actually be looking at an amp here. And I see where it's coming from on that. Still, I like the details on it, like the bit of cracked plastic on the seam here. Sitting on top of it is a chrome cylinder with plenty of facets and handles on either side. I'm guessing a flashlight, not so dissimilar from the ones we saw in the trailer. As for the background, you got me. Blue fabric or leather with vertical seams and something white or shiny in front of it. A booth in a diner and that's the table? The inside of a car door? I can't offer any insight about this. I wish I had the skills to do something with the reflections on that flashlight, though. That's really intriguing. Finally, let's listen to the audio that plays while someone is searching for the news report. No idea what that's from, I'm sorry to say, but if you have any inkling, be sure to let me know. Alright, that's it for the new Frank Stone teaser. The fact that they keep honing in on this double murder in the Colherns makes it more and more likely that this could wind up being the characters we play as during the prologue, although I maintain it's more likely that we're going to be playing as cops going to look for Frank Stone in the old active version of the refinery before his death, disappearance, whatever wound up happening there. Sure, there's not a lot of new info, or any, in fact, but it's good that they want to get us excited. The 8th anniversary of Dead by Daylight is just a couple of months away, and while I'd hoped we'd have the game then, if that's not happening, it will be the perfect time for a release date trailer, wouldn't it? So we're going to keep an eye out for new information and cover any Frank Stone news as it comes up. For now, though, I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for watching. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more, there's buttons coming up to help with that. Questions, suggestions for topics we can cover, or information goes in the comment section below the video. We'll see you back here for more Supermassive Games news, but until then I'll say that's right. Au revoir.